Here's the deal. So our topic today is Ja Morant's suspension finally came down. It was it came down to 25 games. Well, when I heard the news, I was not surprised at all. Well, no, whoa, hold on. I wasn't like, oh my God, I can't believe this. It was more of like if I were Ja Morant, it's a sigh of relief. If you ask me, that's where I'm at, because I I was thinking 30 games. Like they have to do some kind of number that's kind of like, significant. But at the same time, I'm like, I don't think they're gonna there's some people that's like he deserves 60 games, half a season, stuff like that. 25 is not a crazy, it's not a crazy number. And we thinking that it's gonna be something crazy like 60, and that's why the commissioner was like, "Mm, we're not gonna release the suspension until after the finals." So if he had came during the finals, this would be my reaction. Like, oh, okay, that's not that bad. When we're not gonna talk about it anymore. We're not even probably gonna hear about Ja Morant for over the summer. I mean, unless he gets back on Instagram or something. But other than that, 25, I feel like that's really light. So, now the NBA Players Association, now they're saying that that was too severe. I guess I don't know. I just feel like it wasn't too big of a deal. So that being said, what do we do now? Ja just sits out a few games. He got the whole summer off, and then he's not going to be playing in what, November and October. I mean, he'll be back by what, Christmas Day probably. He'll probably be back by Christmas, and that'll be his triumphant comeback, I'm guessing. We'll probably talk about it again when he comes back. We'll probably talk about it again, but I don't see us. This is a nothing story. Adam Silver tried to make it seem like this was about to be some crazy 82 game Malice at the Palace type of situation, and it's just not. So yeah, so that in a sense is what I have today. We finally got the suspension report. So I just wanted to make sure that we reported on it, since I've been doing it like literally all I've been there for the whole story, even the first time. So I wanted to make sure that we wrap things up. So I had to hop on now. I'm about to go play some Street Fighter and probably get some dinner. But 100%, um, I just want to say now, ladies, if you looking for somebody with a light sentence, then look no further than me. That's right. Go to christianmingle.com, look up Bartholomew, and we'll be, I don't know. I don't know. 25 game suspension is not a big deal. So y'all know the deal. You can catch us on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Mama, I'm on Spotify. Overall 99 Media, that is where our main review channel is. We have Run the World, the Flash review. We have the Blackening review, and we'll have what other review? What's it called? Element. We got Element review coming up. I'm playing Street Fighter tomorrow on Unico Williams Gaming. I'm playing Street Fighter and Diablo 4. Get on with some of my friends and we'll get it in. Also, I just want to throw it out there that Mariah Mills is on day 10. If we're keeping track of that, day 10 of constantly having a one-sided conversation with Zion Williamson. So there's that. So with that being said, thank you so much for tuning into another episode of Do You Hear Me? With Unico Williams. I holla. Thanks for watching. Make sure you follow me on all my social media platforms. Don't forget, every Thursday, the full podcast is on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and Mama, I'm on Spotify. Overall 99 ENT bring you videos from Friday all the way to Friday. So be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. We appreciate it. Again, thank you so much. I holla.